We force our will, refuse to let go. Down the rabbit hole we go. Why is the world so confusing? Is this real life? How do we get out? Like a maze, it continues to repeat itself. Can't get out, looking for the right direction. Right or left, which way is the right direction? Suddenly, there's a rainbow, ready to be the guide. Now it all makes sense. When we blend the colors together, freedom is what we get. The confusing illusion was only within, only because of the force of will we have created. The only force of will we will ever need is in the art of letting go. What if I told you that if you can learn the art in letting go, then your whole world would change? Would you consider? After all, it's your happiness and joy. So let me hit you where it hurts the most. Let me ask you this question. What is the purpose of you holding on to something that only frustrates you when you don't get your way? Do I have your attention? Now, I already know what the answer is. And the answer is, your way is the right way. Trust me, I get it. But I can also tell you from experience that being right, that is the thing that frustrates you so much. That is the thing that you're just bonded to. You see, life isn't about being right or wrong. Life is about experiencing and growing. When you think you're right, you're actually blocking the flow of life. Now, you need to understand that life happens for you. It doesn't happen against you. And when you allow the flow of life to just happen, you know what happens? You're going to learn something. You're going to learn something about yourself. When you're stuck in a belief, the only thing that can happen to you is you're going to continue to experience the same thing over and over and over again. Why does this happen to me? Or is it going to be the same thing? Someone or something is always going to frustrate you. And that's what happens when you refuse to let go. Now let's talk about self-awareness. Ask yourself this. What have I gained by holding on to the very thing that upsets me when I don't get my way? You will soon realize that the only thing you have ever gained was the same outcome every single time. Or every time someone goes against your belief system. This may come from a relationship, from work. The possibilities are really endless. But truthfully, you know what you're experiencing, and you know the cycle that you keep going through. And you're only experiencing it because it is your very own consciousness. Would you really like to free your mind and stop banging your head against the wall? In order to do that, then you're going to have to integrate everything around you. That's called enlightenment. It's easier than you think, though. Just go with the flow. Remember, life happens for you. not against you. And being annoyed with something only represents that you are not in alignment with that energy. That's all it means. But you're stuck in this way of, I have to be right. Do you see what happens with this whole entire I am right? Do you see how it keeps us bonded? It keeps us really in a cage, and we'll never be free, people, if we continue to live our life that way. I want you to do yourself a favor. The next person that you interact with, I want you to treasure that very moment. Because there is no past, there is no future, there is only the now. So treasure that person. And if they say something or if they do something that annoys you, that brings that frustration out of you, then you know what you need to work on. Did you see it? That's very easy, right? Just be self-aware of what's happening. Don't let your emotions just go with the wind, because that's what's going to happen. You're not going to have any control if you don't pay attention to what's actually happening to you. And that is the art of letting go, is to realize that everything around you is just you.